Let's talk about it. Welcome back to YinYangTK. As I like to say at the very beginning of every video, please hit that like button so you continue to support my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel if you like anything that has to do with Nintendo, video games, and much more. So Nintendo last night basically gave us a breaking news, something that a lot of Nintendo fans were kind of getting ready to basically accept, but we didn't want to accept, that Nintendo officially is going to be shutting down eShop purchases for the Wii U and 3DS systems. So it says as of late of March 2023, it will no longer be possible to make Nintendo eShop purchases for the Wii U or the Nintendo 3DS systems. So in general, that means that we will no longer be able to purchase games from the eShop from any of the systems. And when you go to the website, it actually gives you the reason, saying that it's just the next cycle, that it's time to move from that type of familiarity of purchasing retro games, and they want to move away from purchasing retro games that you can keep to streaming the retro games, and trying to push that envelope into making sure that every Nintendo gamer that's on the Switch starts subscribing to the Nintendo Switch Online subscription. Now, the thing is, I understand why they're doing it, but that doesn't mean that I have to like it. Because it basically also added in that same website that they have no plans to offer classic content in other ways in the Nintendo Switch family. So that means that there's not going to be any new or no virtual console offers. So basically it means it's a line of downloadable video games for the Nintendo Wii and Wii U, or even the 3DS families, so you won't be able to purchase any of the old school content, none from the NES, the SNES, the Game Boy Advance, and then even so on. So they want to push you to get Nintendo Online, the subscription. I just don't like it. I think it's just a very bad idea of what they're doing, because give it an example. Look at Sony for one moment, all right? Sony PlayStation, right? You are still able to purchase online content, even retro games, on the PS Vita, a system that has already been discontinued since 2019, and you can even purchase other PlayStation titles even on the PS3, for crying out loud. And that just shows how Sony cares about the gamers, but Nintendo, on the other hand, doesn't care whatsoever. So if I were you, if I were a Nintendo fan, right, and if you still have a 3DS, right, lying around, if you still have a Wii U lying around, start saving money, start purchasing those downloadable games that are hard to find, especially if you are the type that you want physical copies, but they're just too expensive because of the market that we're living in right now because of the pandemic. Start downloading those games right now, because heaven knows if we're even gonna have those games available on the Switch, for no less, because I don't even know how that's even possible. So all of the Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, the SNES, all of those that you don't even have to use internet to play. You can play them anywhere you want, which a lot of gamers want. We want to play all those old school games, retro games, anytime we want. We don't need the internet to play them. But since the Nintendo Switch doesn't offer that, you have to, subscribe to the Nintendo Switch Online. It's just not possible. And yes, the Nintendo Switch Online has a variety of games of the NES, SNES, Sega, Nintendo 64, but it's not enough. There's just games that we grew up and we love to play on the go, and unfortunately it's just not going to happen. So if you are, and if you have any of those systems and you still have an eShop account, start downloading the game, start buying the game, start researching which games you really want to keep forever, because it's going to shut down. The only good thing about the eShop is that if you do purchase the game, you can download it anytime you want, in case if you have deleted it. So that's the only good news about it. So let's say you deleted a game from any of the systems, the Wii U or the 3DS, you can still download them. So that is a little bit of good news, and you can keep them forever, even after that date of March 2023. So what about you guys? What do you think about this awful, painfully announcement that Nintendo did? Write your comments below, and if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you like anything that has to do with Nintendo, video games, and much more. So everyone, stay awesome.